Welcome again to another DX Engineering video, and today we're at the Dayton Hamvention and we have a special guest. It's Joel, W5ZN. Hi, Joel.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
Good, good. Joel, you know, a lot of people have seen you and probably worked you on the bands, but not many people know how you got started. How did it all happen?
That's a very interesting story and one that I really love to tell. I got started interested when I was 12. And growing up on a family farm in Arkansas, I had a summer project and had some money in my pocket that was burning a hole and just had to spend it. And my mother had been in college with a guy who was a ham. So she recommended, why don't I get into something like amateur radio? And out of the blue, a couple of weeks before that, a Heathkit catalog had just arrived in the mail out of nowhere. And that got me the connection and the start. The rest is history.
So it's been an intense desire to just enjoy amateur radio, and I think you have touched so many different things. What are some of your most favorite things to do with ham radio?
Oh, I enjoy being on the air and operating, and especially either in DX pile-ups or in the radio sport arena. I mean, that's just exciting. You know, it just adds another level of exhilaration to things. Here, probably in the last couple of years since I retired from all of my ARRL volunteer work, you know, I've had some time to spend improving my station, and I really enjoy building stations now and improving my station. And that's just exciting to me to do that. And then to put that station on the air and watch it perform at whatever level it's on. It's just exciting.
Right. Now, how about your local club? Are you involved?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a member of the North Central Arkansas Amateur Radio Service in Searcy, Arkansas, and we have an exciting club. The club has been around for several years, and it went through a lull a few years ago, like a number of clubs have. But we had a resurgence of new hams coming in, some younger hams, and in 2014, when the ARRL Centennial was going on, I overheard a conversation on the local repeater from some of these newer hams that were talking about antennas, and they were building dipoles, and they were trying to figure out how they needed to erect them and orient them. And it was because they wanted to work all of the W1AW / portable stations in the States. And I thought, here is a wealth of amateur radio new people that for once aren't interested in just a 2-meter contact. They want to get on HF. So we took that to the next level, and when I was the host for W1AW Stroke 5 in Arkansas, we brought that entire group in, and they operated, and it has spurred a new group of hams that are excited about getting on the air.
Wow, wow, and you know, you never know when those moments are going to happen, but it sounds like you really found one. And of course, there aren't many people in this world that can say they were president of the American Radio Relay League, but you can.
That was, I was humbled by that, and it was an extreme honor, Tim. You know, there have been, I was the 14th president. So in the 100 years of amateur radio, there have been 15 ARRL presidents. It is an enormous responsibility because basically, you know, ensuring that amateur radio, you know, thrives and is protected and promoted is something that's very passionate to a lot of folks that have amateur radio licenses. So it was a great honor for me to have been a part of that, and you know, we did some very good things during my term, and I'm excited to have you know, been an ARRL president. Let's say I'm humbled, and it was a great honor for me to serve in that capacity.
Well, you certainly did a great job, and you set us up for the future, which is really cool. Now, do you have any other hobbies? What else?
No. You know, folks tell me, what else do you do? And I'm like, I do ham radio. I don't have any other hobbies. That is it. And you know, I have to tell you one very interesting thing that I like to use. You know, a lot of friends in my professional work love golf. Nothing wrong with golf. I don't golf, and they know it. I'm like, I don't golf. And they're like, well, what do you do? So I tell them, I'm into amateur radio. And I always love to tell them that, well, when you go out on a golf course, do you get to play with Tiger Woods? Do you get to play with Arnold Palmer? And they're like, oh no, I just play with my buddies down the street. I said, well, in the amateur radio sport arena, you get to compete on the same level with admirals, rock stars, CEOs of major companies, people who have built a lot of the electronics infrastructure in this country, right with them every day. You cannot do that in any other area of a hobby or competitive activity you want to get in. You can't do that. But a ham that got his or her license today can do that this weekend in a competitive event. It's great.
Isn't that a cool thing?
It's great.
Well, Joel, thanks very much for stopping by and chatting with us, and we really appreciate you taking the time, and we look forward to many more QSOs on the air.
Thank you, Tim.
73.
Bye.